Greetings and sun salutations, everybody. We are at day 28 of the challenge. Consistent thing is going to be what helps you get towards the other side. Forgot my microphone today, so I'm going to be projecting as much as I possibly can, keeping this flow short as well. Already coming in from the workout, blood is flowing. And again, the reminder for the challenge, you're picking tasks and you do them every single day, seeing how you are progressing, getting deeper within your sense of self. Before we get down with our short meditation to begin, as we've been starting with lately, let's put our feet, our knees towards our chest, feet up as much as we can, interlacing our fingers between our toes, taking the time to stretch out, rotating the feet to the right 5 times, coming towards the left 5 times, getting that blood activating and moving. Exhale, release, come across your legs. Let's do for 3 rounds of lion's pose today. Relatively ground bound pose. Pose is, let's inhale with our hands to our side, lengthening the spine. Yoga's about the spine and the space, opening up the tongue. Exhaling, open mouth, tongue wide. Inhaling again, same thing. Allowing all that still energy to move. Last round. Let's inhale in, lifting up our spine again. Let's sit in for a quick second, allowing ourselves to settle. Today's focus is going to be about systems and the importance of systems and change. When you want things to change, you have to be understanding of the timeline and the detachment from that timeline and the importance that your effort places over that timeline. So if you want systems to change, if it's not a closed system, as in information can get in and out, a closed system means information, no new information gets in, no new information gets out. You have to stay with the change and or make your own system from that change and see what elaborates and blossoms and gets rooted from there. Ground from the sit bones, inhale in, exhale out. A couple more rounds of breath, taking the tongue off the roof of your mouth, relaxing the shoulders down, settling in. Bring the eyes open. Today we are going to start in tabletop for a brief second. Hands are shoulder width apart. Knees are hip width distance apart. Taking a few rounds of cat and cow. Inhaling the shoulder blades down and back, engaging from the core. Inhaling and exhaling here for a couple rounds of breath. Drawing the shoulders down. The eyes up, inhale, and exhale. Next we're going to Pithalasana, cat pose, rounding the back, lifting the heart towards the sky. Pushing from the toe tops, grounding from the toe tops, grounding from the hand, drawing energy up, staying here for inhale and exhale. Feeling the movement of the pose of the breath. Allow the breath to lead the movement. Let's come back into cow pose. Core engaged, shoulders back, eyes up. Find shape in the breath. Exhale. Staying here for a couple breaths. Let's come back into neutral tabletop position. Sitting back on our heels for a brief second. We're sitting on our ankles, it'd be like so, untucking the toes, sitting on our heels. If that's too much, come up here, grounding from the ground, grounding from the earth, pushing from the feet, drawing the energy up, Nice, tall spine. Be here for 2 more breaths. Just come to a seat. Going to take a wide-legged forward fold next. Just inhaling our arms up. Don't have to go your maximum height. Bring them in a little bit as we're still warming our body up. You're going to inhale your arms up into the air. Interlace them. Again, grounding from the sit bones. One cheek should not be up and the other one should not be up. Really grounding in, and if that involves you taking your legs in a little bit more so your spine can be straight, let's do that. But you want to breathe from the tall spine and from the side body here. And exhale, gently fold over towards the right, keeping your fingers interlaced, finding space between your ribs, grounding from the heels wherever they are. Breathing, rotating your heart up towards the sky. Let's exhale and release for a second. Inhale up. Exhale, let's go towards the other side. Nice gentle pose, engaging from the heels. Relaxing the shoulders down. Exhale, release. Shake out the feet. Sometimes you can cramp up in the hips. That is okay. Breathe into the sensations of the pose. Bringing our left ankle towards our right thigh. Inhaling our arms up. Flexing our foot. This is pointing, this is flexing. Grabbing the outside of the right foot. Inhaling the left hand up. Keeping the sit bones grounded. And folding over that foot. Now, a lot of times what happens here is that we can tend to collapse our body, our breath, our shape. Keep going like this. Work to rotate from the hips, opening up the chest with the arm, and then fold from that position, grounded from the sit bones. Wherever your hand falls is wherever it falls. It doesn't have to touch the foot if it compromises the pose. If your whole body collapses, but you're breathing from the side body. So let's sit here and relax for big, deep, intentional breaths. Engaging from the heel of the flexed foot. Working to strengthen and lengthen the hamstrings and the QL. Finding space, rotation, lengthening the spine on an inhale, straightening it, exhaling, lengthening, inhaling and lengthening, exhaling and lengthening, length, length, length. Let's exhale, roll our way up towards the top. Feeling the difference before we switch the orientation of our feet. Our right ankle comes inside to our left thigh. Again, flexing the foot, ensuring that our sit bones are grounded, inhaling our right arm up into the air. Exhaling over. So you inhale, lengthen, inhale, straighten. Exhale, lift. Opening up the shoulders and the ribs. Engaging from the heel on the mat. Exhale, slowly release, come back up to the center. Feet are wide, flexing the feet. If you can reach the ankles of both your feet, great. You can start at the thighs, at the shins, just working towards little pieces of activation. If you're cramping, do what you can to breathe through. Inhale in,
Exhale, release, head is heavy, neck is long, shoulders are relaxed. Wide-legged forward fold. Taking care of our hips, our hamstrings, and our shoulders and our neck and our whole body. Finding space, moving like a hinge, moving like a hinge. Next, exhale up, bringing our feet together. We're straight. I don't want to keep my feet directly into the canvas, so we're inhaling our arms up. Exhaling. Again, pushing back from the hips. Before you tend to round, just to get your feet there. See how you can ground from the elbows or from your hands on your shins or your thighs. And pushing back from the hips so you can lengthen that hamstring. If we round, we're simply kind of cutting off the full expression of the pose. With our breath, we will intuitively know where to go. What we're talking about with these cues are things that commonly work for everybody, or a strong foundation or a strong core that make the pose the pose. However, your intuition is what it comes from inside of you. So breathe and hinge, and then allow the breath and the space that is created to work with your body, to work with your mind, which after the resistance will eventually go towards the back. Keep the neck long. Exhale, come up. Next, we're bringing our soles of our feet together. Now, angle pose. Nice tall spine. A very important theme here. Yoga is about the spine and the space between. Down angle pose, hips come together, feet can come together. You can open your feet like a book. And with that tall spine, that proud, tall chest, we inhale and we fall over our hips, our feet as if we are a hinge. So we're pushing back from our hips. Again, not just rounding to get into the pose, but grounding and then hinging. Our back is still straight. Straight is not to be confused with vertical. Launching pad. Think of yourself as a leveler. How are you keeping yourself balanced and level? So how you think you might, you may not. The leveler, the tools, the balancers do not lie. It's the systems of gravity, of the core, of the structure that builds the foundation. We must make that strong foundation. Keep hinging, keep lengthening, keep working for more space, millimeters, centimeters, inches. You may get to a place where your body begins to round, as long as you are working from the hips and the grounded hips. A little bit is okay. A couple more rounds of breath. Inhale up. Exhale. Let's bring our backs to the mat. Hugging our knees in towards our chest. Tailbone is down. Let's rotate while holding our knees in a circle to the right 5 times, taking care of those hips, those hamstrings. Left side. bringing them back into center. One more hold. Exhale, release our feet down towards the mat. As we enter our final resting pose, Shavasana. Inhaling in, exhaling to stale air. Nothing to do except to be. You can remove the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Allow the wisdom of the poses to seep into the change of the system. Roll over. Let's begin to get our senses started back in. Coming back into your senses without disturbing the sense of peace that you may have. However you need to, meet me in a seated position at the top of your mat.
Keeping the eyes closed. Bringing the hands to prayer. You have another day down. Take the time to pay attention to the systems that you are in, want to change, and are working for you. Sometimes the best things we can do is to stay what's working. One of the smartest things you can do. As long as it allows your spirit to continue to grow, get grounded, and flourish. Only the things that are grounded, the strongest trees, the most expansive trees, have the strongest roots. And they systematically grow. Thank you for practicing with me today. Let's bring our arms up to, hands, palms up to the third eye center. Together we say, Namaste.